Today, Council approved the award of contract for the construction of access roads for the Abuja light rail. You are aware that Mr. President has given a directive that he will want to ride on the metro line. And now it will not be possible if there are no access roads to commuters, to communities around. Last week, Council did approve about 3, but this one has to do with Lot 4. Lot 4 has to do with communities around the airport, and then where you have the Hajj camp. If you don't create parks, if you don't put access roads, it will be difficult. And so the Council decided to approve this to Mr. ECC at the cost of 5.9 billion. We believe with this access road being created and car parks, we believe hopefully by next year, most of us will be joining
a request for supplementary appropriation, which is the second for 2023, and graciously approved the sum of 2,176,791,286,033 naira as supplementary budget. And this supplementary budget is to fund urgent issues, including 605 billion for national defense and security. This is to sustain the gains made in security and to accelerate, and these are funds that are needed by the security agencies before the year runs out. Equally, a sum of 300 billion was provided to repair bridges, including ECO and mainland bridges, as well as construction, rehabilitation, of maintenance of many roads nationwide before the return of the rainy season. Equally, the sum of 200 billion was provision for seed, agricultural input, supplies, and agricultural implements and infrastructure in order to support expansion of food production. Equally, the sum of 210 billion is provided for the payment of wage awards. In negotiation with the Nigerian Labour Congress, the federal government agreed to pay 35,000 naira each to about 1.5 million employees of the federal government, and that amounts for September, October, November, and December 2023. And that amounts to about 210 billion, which has been approved. And also 400 billion as cash transfer payment. You may recall that the federal government secured $800 million loan from the World Bank to pay cash transfers of 25,000 to 15 million households. The $800 million is for 2 months, October and November, and President graciously approved that an additional month should be funded by the federal government, and that is what this 100 billion is for. Equally, 100 billion has been provided for the Federal Capital Territory in order to support them in urgent and immediate capital expenditure works that can enhance the infrastructure in the city. Equally, 18 billion naira was provided for the Independent National Electoral Commission to support them in the conduct of the Bayelsa, Kogi, and Imo elections. There's the sum of 5.5 billion naira was provided for the funding of the take-up of the Student Loans Board, as well as 8 billion for the take-up.
We all know that technology under this government is becoming a major part of how we do things, how we reposition public services. But you can't really leverage technology if you don't have the talent to drive it. So for technology to truly work for Nigeria, we need a very deep workforce that can power our ambition. But the beauty also is that the world generally is adopting technology, and there's shortage of people and talent globally for this. Most of the European countries have challenges with aging population, which means they're looking to countries like Nigeria, where our population is over 60% young people under the age of 25. So we're looking at this program as not only providing opportunity for us to build our workforce locally, but to also become a net exporter of talent. We would like our young people who are technologically savvy to be able to work remotely for companies all over the world. And this is why we believe that this program is going to become a key game changer in the country.
Quite a while, my ministry has been talking to some highly technical companies in Germany. And since the visit of the German Chancellor yesterday underscored the importance of strengthening bilateral relations, especially socio-economic bilateral relations, I'm happy to announce that the Ministry of Solid Minerals broke a landmark record of signing an MOU with one of the top-notch technology, geoscientific technology companies in the world, which is Geoscan GmbH. It's a German company. And the company was also in the delegation of the German Chancellor yesterday.
The Ministry of Work presented a paper for approval on the coastal route running from Lagos to Port Harcourt to Cross River. And then that's phase one. Then having spurs, phase two to the Trans-Sahara route, which is running from Enugu, Abakaliki, Ogoja, down to Cameroon. It's African Trans-Sahara route. And then another spur under phase two also is tearing off to the Badagry to Sokoto. And so it was approved to be financed on a model of EPC plus F. That's engineering, P is procurement, and C is construction, then plus F, financing.